Hello everyone, this is MilkTankerMedia, and as you've probably already figured out, I'm not where I usually am, and that is because I am no longer in my basement filming this video. I am actually in the basement of the one and only MrMPS 2002.
Hi everybody!
Yeah, that's MrMPS 2002, guys.
Except there's no 2002.
Except no 2002.
Anymore,
Hashtag bring back 2002.
I'll kill you.
Yes, you will. So, what's going to happen today is a little unusual, because I don't often do reviews, but today we're going to do a kind of a special review. See, we have both stopped at a place in Berkeley, California, because we've both toured University of California, Berkeley.
Real good college.
And there's a store nearby called Toy Go Round that sells used toys on consignment. So today we're both going to be kind of doing a dual review on the items we got here, and also Gina, because I just brought her for some reason. So first we're going to start with all the things that I got there. First, wait, before I begin though, I should say shout out to MPS for giving me a tip about that store. How'd you even find that place?
So, we went to a Chinese restaurant, and insert Asian MPS joke here, and then we looked across the street, and we were like, hey, there's a toy store there, I should go see if there's any Thomas stuff. And then I went there, and holy crap, there was a buttload of Thomas stuff there, so it was basically by chance.
It's all used stuff, and like most of it is in great condition, as you'll
it's all
probably
real
see.
cheap too.
It's really cheap also. Like this is way cheaper than you'll find stuff on eBay. But before I ramble, because I tend to do that, if you've seen any of my update videos ever,
you really do.
I really do. I should probably get to the review. So the first item I'm going to talk about from Toy Go Round is Madge. And Madge was one of the one-off characters introduced during the Sharon Miller era, and I feel like of all the characters to be introduced in that era, Madge is the one that people forget the most often, because honestly, she was kind of a forgettable character, just because like she wasn't in a lot of episodes, there wasn't a lot of depth to her character, and I feel like her model is also not as commonly owned by some people. So surprisingly though, I really actually enjoy this item quite a lot. Let's turn Madge around here. So the idea behind Madge is that she is a lorry flatbed who can pull, who's designed to have engines on her flatbed and transport them around Sodor. And I think this model actually really well reflects her appearance in the television series, specifically with the fact that she has just one wheel in front. Now that does make it kind of difficult for her to get around the roads on the TWR layouts, but it's still kind of faithful to the TV series, and I think it's cool. This Madge is a little bit well used. There was some stuff on her face that I had to clean off. There's still some stuff on her face that I have to clean off. I'm not really sure what it does, but whatever. But I think that the thing I like most about Madge is actually the flatbed, and I have to give her props for this, for being one of the only items in the Thomas Wooden Railway line that is specifically designed to carry other items. And it does this really well. As you can probably see, Madge's flatbed has grooves on the side, as well as a magnet in the front that allows you to put an item on her flatbed, and then it won't come off as she's driving around. And I think that is a very well-designed and functional bit for that.
It's really helpful if you're making a layout, and you run out of places to put engines, you can just be like, hey, I'll just put someone on Madge.
Exactly, and then when she goes up hills, like things don't like fall off.
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah. I've always found that was one of the biggest flaws of the breakdown trains, was that things don't actually go on the flatbed. You just kind of have to like pretend they're on the flatbed. But Madge was designed specifically for that purpose, and I think they definitely accomplished their goal there. So the next item we're going to do is the one that I just put on top of Madge, and this is a Soda China Clay.
That's my favorite item.
Oh yeah, the Soda China Clay car. And this is a pretty common item, I have to say. It was sold in...
yeah, that year.
That year, the 1 year.
I'll look it up real quick.
I'll
check you.
MPS is going to look that up for us. So, the Soda China Clay car, I actually do have the Soda China Clay cars already. And the only one I had available here was the green one. And as far as I know, the green one was never sold individually.
It was sold in a 2-pack with Neil.
Actually?
Yeah, I just know that because I just did the review. Also, it was sold from 1997 through 2001.
Thanks, MPS.
Yeah.
That's Mr. MPS, everybody.
Hi.
So, of course, this might not have been the rare Neil 2-pack. Although, if it was, then MPS just stole that Neil out of the 2-pack.
Hold on. I need a minute. MPS can. Boom! Neil 2-pack.
Oh my god, the Neil 2-pack is finally reunited. What if these... MPS, what if these actually were, like, the two items in, like, the 2-pack, and now they're finally, like, reunited?
Was there actually, like, was there a red China clay car there, or was it just the green one?
No, there was no red one there, and that's the other thing I was going to talk about.
2-pack confirmed. 2-pack confirmed.
2-pack confirmed. Of course, there are, like, any number of possible reasons that there could have been the green one there and not the red one.
2-pack confirmed.
I mean, someone could have, like, the seller could have lost the red one. It could have been damaged.
2-pack.
Someone else could have bought it already.
2-pack.
Regardless.
Sounds like I'm saying Tupac really weird.
You always... Okay, yeah.
Tupac.
So anyway, the Soto China clay car is actually one of my favorite bits of rolling stock, just because I think it goes with a less is more approach, and it really works. The design of the China clay is not the same as like all the other like ballast and things that we see on top of freight cars, so that's nice. And the only real like complaint I have is the spelling of Brendam.
Yeah, that's real weird. Is there an H in there?
There's an H in Brendan.
It's totally knocked over a bunch of stuff on this layout.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Douglas. But yeah, there's an H in there for some reason.
It's Brendham, which is not how it's supposed to be spelled. Not actually. MPS has like a red one right in the background, so I'm gonna steal it.
After this, you want to have a bread, ham, and cheese sandwich?
A Brent, yes, absolutely. So that's MPS's red one, just for comparison. And I also like the color scheme, honestly, because it helps us stand out without being too obnoxious.
Let me get my green one real quick. We can compare them.
I should have brought all my China clay cars. That would have been great.
I remember when I'm probably going to sound really far away and real bad on this audio, but when Keeper24 did a review of the China clay cars, he said, what if each of them, they had the little numbers on the sides, what if all of them have different numbers? So we're going to put this theory to a test right now. So this one says 5272, the green one does. This green one
also says 5272.
So they're all the same.
They're all the same. Well, I would have expected them to all be the same, but that would have been really interesting. I think if they reintroduce the China clay cars, they should do that.
Which they won't.
Which they won't. Probably not. Or they'll introduce like the China clay roll and whistle bubble cars or something. I don't even know what I'm saying. Wishful thinking. But anyways, I'm gonna give MPS back his China clay cars now, and so that's that item. There's not a whole lot to it, but I think that's okay for this one. Next two items here are actually just the same item. These are baggage cars, and I believe these were mostly just sold with like an oval set.
Yeah, I also have a baggage car.
Oh, MPS also has a baggage car. I did not know that.
I'm jealous of Kikra. He's like 3 or 4. I just realized this review's gonna sound really bad. It's gonna be like a bunch of you talking and then interspliced with MPS.
I mean, yeah.
Here's mine.
Because he's walking around the room right now, and I'm just sitting down right here. So the one on the left is Mr. MPS's, and the two on the right are mine. I don't think they were ever sold in multiples, but
no,
I just picked these up because they were kind of interesting, and they're not something that you would find like individually normally. So but they're definitely both the same. They're pretty simple. They're just the same design as any regular coaches. And again, I think they take the same route as the China clay, with just kind of a less is more. There's definitely a lot of nice wooden detailing on the sides. There's not as much on the front or back or anything, but I think these are still nice. They'll be good to just have in trains, and I think I'll make good use out of these items. I don't know. There's not a whole lot to say about these items, other than that I wish they would like bring these back more, because I think they're, with like just kind of generic rolling stock like this, it can be used for so many things.
Yeah, they're sort of like the Troubles of Breakvan. You could make them coaches or cars or whatever you wanted to.
Exactly.
Oh,
right.
Sorry, real quick. This is really off topic, but I wanted to talk about this really quick. This is it's a comparison. I'm gonna move these real quick.
Oh, okay.
This is a Day Out with Thomas China clay car. So I just wanted to sort of show the differences between that and the regular.
Oh
China
yeah,
clay
this
car.
is actually really similar to. Oh, you've got one right here. I'm just gonna steal this out of Hank's train, guys. The Day Out with Thomas one is more similar to the Center Island Quarry rock car right here. that came with, I believe, the Rock Crusher.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
For some reason, I have 2 of those, but only 1 of the Rock Crusher cards.
So yeah, you can see like all the different. Look at this.
It's really funny looking.
You can see all the different tops, and like obviously the 2 rock cards are the same, and then the China Clay one is different. So that was really off topic, but there you go.
Yeah, sorry, I totally just derailed. Pun absolutely intended this review.
It's not as good as all my bear puns, though.
I hate those bear puns. They're the worst.
Can't bear it.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, bye.
Get
MPS is leaving his own house.
Get going.
Okay, so the next item I want to talk about is this thing right here. I probably shouldn't even bring it that close, but it's basically just the Sodor coal loader, and this is actually an item I've wanted to have for a really long time. It has a very simple function, and that is that you turn this handle, and then the coal loads on a conveyor belt. And this one is actually pretty used, so sometimes it does get stuck and stop moving for a while, but then you can just, you know, readjust it and it'll keep going for you. So this is an item I haven't had for a long time, and I've really wanted, because there's really prior to this, there was really nowhere for my engines to fill up on coal, which is kind of important for steam engines. But I think overall this is a nice, like, small addition. It's comparable to the water tower, but just, you know, with coal. And I think it really serves its purpose well. I actually have legitimately no idea where MPS just went. But yeah, that's the coal loader.
I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Look at that. Alright, and then second to last item. The last item that I got from Toy Go Round that I wanted to talk about is actually not a Thomas Wooden Railway item, strangely enough. This is a Brio train, and I've always found it really hard to research anything about Brio engines, because there's not like a Brio like wiki or anything. I don't think they even have like a website, do they?
No, I don't think so. Not anymore. I'm sure there used to be.
I don't know. Is Brio still in business?
I don't think so.
They might not even be in business anymore.
I will fact check this too.
All right, MPS has got his phone. He's fact checking all of this review stuff. So, anyways, this is.
Solve for time while I take a long time typing out 4 letters. Brio.
So this is
I found the Brio Tuscan Grill Italian restaurant.
Dude, let's go.
Brio has a restaurant. It's
Brio does have a restaurant.
Has a website. It's www.brio.us. So since they still have a website, I'm gonna assume they're still in business.
I assume. Okay. But anyways, this yellow engine, I don't really know how to describe a Brio item in relationship to anything in Thomas Wooden Railway. I mean, clearly it's yellow. It's got these interesting little logo things on the side, which is kind of cool. The coal, I think, looks like leopard spots or something. It's kind of weird.
That's a little weird.
I think that's probably just because this item is yellow. I'm sure if it were like red or green or something, it would look more normal. And then the other thing I've always kind of found interesting about Brio items is that in between the bogies, they have these hooks that kind of hold them together. I don't know if this is standard for Brio items or not, but these hooks are like so loose that they can actually come out, and then they do attach to the magnets. So I think this would be really interesting, because then you can attach another item the opposite way, because it's obviously not a magnet, it's just metal. So I don't know if I'll end up using that. I definitely want to, at some point, probably use this yellow engine as like a new character in my series or something. I don't know when that'll happen, but I'm glad I picked this one up, because that's the nice thing about like off-brand Thomas Wooden Railway, is that you can do whatever you want with it. It can be original. I'm not sure
if that was like a Brio roast or what. I'm not sure what that was.
That was just
Thomas Wooden Railway.
I mean, like, it's non-Mattel Thomas Wooden Railway, like non-learning curve based stuff.
Not Wooden Railway that isn't Thomas Wooden Railway.
Wooden Railway that isn't Thomas Wooden Railway. Exactly. Like there's sometimes sort of a taboo on like non-Thomas Wooden Railway items, but I think they're useful for like creating original characters.
I would use a lot more Brio. The only thing, oh my god, I just stepped on another thing. The other thing that I have an issue with is these like silver things on the wheels.
Yeah, that does bug me.
Really makes them stand out.
It looks like magnets, but they're not actually magnets. They're just metal things. All right, and then the last item I want to talk about briefly is actually not one I got from Toy Go Round, but this is Gina. This is one of the new characters being introduced in The Great Race. Gina is an Italian shunter. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you know, like, that much, but that's pretty much all we know about her
Check
character.
out me and Vinny's coverage of The Great Race on the Grease and Oil podcast. Viewer discretion is advised, because we swear a lot.
Actually, though, viewer discretion is very much advised.
Yeah.
So anyways, Gina is actually only typically available in a set, which is very large and very expensive. So I'm glad I was able to get just Gina off of eBay for a very reasonable price in comparison to like the $200 I would have spent on the, what is it, the race day relay set, I believe.
Come on, let's be real. More like 250, probably.
Something like that. But regardless, the point is it was ridiculously expensive, and the only thing I really wanted out of that set was Gina. So I got lucky and I found someone selling her on eBay, slightly used, but still in pretty good condition. And I think this model really does a good job of capturing what she looks like in, or like what she looks like in the material we've seen from Great Race teasers and such things. I think Gina is green.
Sure is.
I don't know. I'm getting stuck on what
Man,
to say
this
about
sure
her.
is a Thomas Wooden Railway item.
I know, right? His name is Mike, and this is Mike's tender, and yep.
Shout out to you if you get that.
Gina also has all of these little black studs on the side. They're just painted on, but I think that's interesting detailing. I don't know what those are supposed to represent specifically.
Let me look. I don't know, like bolts on the side of her.
I guess I don't really know, but I think she's very uniquely shaped. Certainly, she's not like a copy of any other specific item. That's one thing I gotta say about the Great Race items in general, is that they're unique looking. Except for Ashima, she just pretty much looks like Thomas.
And
except
Vinny.
pink.
Vinny, he kind of looks like Spencer.
Kind of, yeah. He's like a slightly different shape, but otherwise, yeah. That was my biggest disappointment with Ryan before I get...
Yeah, Ryan's repainted Thomas, basically.
Yeah, but we're getting really off topic anyways.
Really off
So
topic.
I think I really enjoy Gina as a character. I'll probably introduce her at some point. I'm hoping to get some more of the Great Race characters. Specifically Frida.
What is happening?
MPS, is your house falling apart?
Do I have a leak in my house? I don't. We're just gonna ignore that.
We're just gonna ignore MPS's house, like, collapsing around us.
Let's hope we can film that Cribs video before the house collapses.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So just one more time, these are all the items that I got from the Toy Go Round in Berkeley. And then I'm going to hand it off to Mr. MPS, who's going to talk about the items that he got.
Hi everyone, it's me. It's gonna be weird doing this without showing my face because I do all my reviews without showing my face. But whatever, I'll get used to it.
I mean, you're welcome to just like flop on the ground and like be behind them.
Hi everybody. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's real weird. First of all, I want to talk about Mavis. This isn't the Mavis that I got from Toy Go Round. I got a Mavis that looked exactly like this, the CGI one. But I sent it off to my boy Keekray24, aka Thomas Wooden Railway. I don't know why I had to specify that. But it was like an exact copy of this for him to use in the series. So just know that the Mavis you see in the CGI Mavis you see in the series, that one is thanks to me. I want royalties. Every time that Mavis appears on screen, I want a cent. Just 1 cent. Next up is Neil. For more information on him, see my review on Neil. Man, I'm totally just advertising myself like crazy here.
Yeah, typical MPS.
Neil's a pretty good item, really quick, because you can fit a Lego person in his cab, sort of. Here, hold on, let me just... And then, hold on. This is real...
He's ripping apart.
This is real good material. Sort of fit, I guess. How'd you get him to fit in your video? Because I know you put...
I definitely did. I just kind of did it. You know what's interesting is for the first couple videos I had Neil, I did that, and then after a while Neil would appear and there would be like no one in him, so I just kind of stopped doing that.
It's all good, but yeah, Neil's got sort of a little thing there that you can put.
Here, when you're finished with Neil, hand him off to me. I'll try to get a person in there.
Yeah, you work on that. So there we go. I also got two 1992 Thomases from Toy Go Round. Both of them were $9, which is an absolute steal. This 92 Thomas is in almost perfect condition. The other 92 Thomas was also in almost perfect condition. This is not the other 92 Thomas. This is actually Mr. Conductor Fan 1406's 92 Thomas, because this one has no roof. So the other one had a roof, and he's like, hey, Matt, you should hit me up with one of those 92 Thomases that actually has a roof. So I did, and we traded Thomases, and this is actually Vinny's. It's pretty good. But yeah, so I pray to this one every night before I go to bed. I cherish it so that I can become a YouTube just like him.
Oh, I think I kind of got it, by the way.
Hey, you did it!
His legs are just kind of sticking
My
there.
man, look at this. MilkTankerMedia.
You know what I think I did? Is I just stuck a bunch of, like, silly putty in where that was.
I think that
and then I just stuck the person on top of it. You know, silly putty is, like, has been so useful for my series, just, like, holding random stuff in place.
Sort of like blue tack in the actual show, right?
Sure.
You not know? Oh, never mind.
Okay.
It's lost on you. I also have this 92 Annie, which I also got for $8. Staples on the bottom, no name. You know, the normal Annie face. However, there is no, like, plastic magnet part in the back here. The magnet's just kind of sticking out there.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
So, actually, I think there was, like, a part of a plastic magnet part, but it was already falling apart. It just kind of crumbled in my hands.
Oh.
So, whatever. It's all good.
That's interesting, though.
Yeah, it was real weird. But, oh my god, that just got really close. I apologize for that. But it's pretty good condition. This one's a little weird because the roof is a little bit off. I don't know if you can tell. It's a little bit to this side. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good condition. I don't use this in my videos at all. I just keep it on the shelf behind me, the shelf of memorabilia. So there's that.
Yeah, I've now seen that shelf in person. There's a lot of stuff on it. Mostly Baja Blast.
Mostly Baja Blast. There's also this 92 Edward. Did not come with the tender. Also $8. Staples on the bottom. Just your normal wooden railway Edward. It's pretty good. I mean, nothing really. He's just Edward. He's Edward, and his name is Edward, and he's blue, and he's got a face, and he's got flat mane.
But no tender, though.
He's Edward. No tender. He's Edward, and his name is Edward. And finally, we have Caroline the car. I didn't need Caroline. I just picked Caroline up because I wanted her. Caroline's a cool item. This is an example of a Times Square item that's mostly plastic, but it works. I don't know why it works, because it was made by Learning Curve. That's why it works.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing I was gonna say about Gina was that it's really nice that she's like almost entirely wood.
Even though it's sort of like the top here, that sort of looks like plastic, but it is actually
wood. It definitely is wood. We can verify that this is wood.
Wait, is it wood? Yeah, it's wood.
Yeah, it's definitely wood.
It's got some sort of coating on it that makes it feel like plastic, but it's 100% wood.
Yeah. Did they go back to wooden wheels finally, or no? I thought I heard that.
No, there's no wooden wheels.
Oh, okay. But yeah, other than that, like, there's very little plastic on this item, which I think is really good.
What do you mean go back to wooden wheels? Because not even these 92 items have wooden wheels. They have plastic wheels.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Weird. Anyways,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Caroline is kind of creepy because she's got the eyes on her like headlight things, which is pretty weird.
She's like the only character to do that. Like, not even like Birdie does that, or anyone.
Yeah, Birdie's just got a normal face.
Yeah, Caroline, of all the wooden railway items, I think, or just all the Thomas characters in general, I think Caroline just has the strangest design of a face.
I like her though. She's kind of cool.
I like her too. I got my Caroline on eBay.
Got her name on the bottom. How much did you get it for?
I don't remember.
Okay, this was also $8. Everything there is $8. She's got a magnet on her back. She's got a spare tire that you couldn't actually put on. Imagine if they like did a spare tire that you could take off the back and put on her. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Although kids would break it immediately.
Yeah, and kids would like swallow the tires and things. It would be bad.
But anyways,
they'd probably get sued.
Anyways, that about it, guys. Thank you for watching this review. I don't know. This is going on your channel, so
this is going on my channel.
So I don't know why I'm doing the introduction here, so I'll let you finish this one.
Yeah, thank you, MPS, for...
I'm sorry, that probably just sounded really bad. We just dragged the camera across the ground.
We did. And it's like concrete as well.
Gonna have to adjust those levels.
I'm gonna have to adjust those levels a little bit. We'll see. But anyways, thank you, MrMPS, for having me over and letting me like view this layout.
Yeah, it's all good, dude.
For doing this review for me. Doing this. I'm just gonna not even finish that sentence. I'm sorry. I think this is all of like my second Thomas Wooden Railway review that I've ever done.
Yeah, the first one you did was like with the.
It was with like a bunch of random items.
Candy cars.
It was with the candy cars. It was with Flora.
God, I remember that review. That was real weird. I was like, why is he doing a review? I don't understand.
It was, and then I don't remember. Oh, that was the one where I like weighed the items to compare plastic and wood, and I
was like, what is he doing with this thing?
I don't even
Guys,
know.
let's get a scale really quick so we can weigh these items and compare them.
Yeah, I just had a scale around. Okay.
Okay. You know what? Here's a scale. I'll just use it in a video. Why not?
I don't know. Someone had made a comment about that, and I was curious to see like how true it was. I did it like super unscientifically. What are you doing?
Thank you guys for watching. Annie reminds you to subscribe
to MilkTankerMedia's channel
and MrMPS's channel. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks, guys.